what we want and they will give it to us.
Dude, let's be honest. Since all the way back in Sonic 1, like all the way at the beginning of this stream, they've been pumping out banger tracks for the time.
They really have been pulling out banger tracks.
Can we all just spit hot facts real quick about that? Like, so far, most of the tracks that they make, like, there's people that like them. Of course, there's some people that, don't like them or hate the tracks. But I mean, in every game, there's at least one track you probably like.
Which one is that from Black Knight?
But I like Night in the Wind.
Night in the Wind is so
popular.
good. Night in the Wind.
Yeah, it is.
Night in the Wind will never leave my mind.
It won't. As you said, as Prince says, it lives rent free.
It definitely does. It never runs rent free. You know what? You know what else runs rent free?
What?
You know what else is rent free? Our next Sonic game. Welcome to Sonic Colors. Welcome to Sonic Colors. We're moving into Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors, baby. It's time to take a dive to Sonic Colors. Now, I will say this though, even though it took me a while to get used to Roger voicing Sonic though, even though the story was kind of there in Colors though, even though some of the I think one of the writers was one of the dudes who worked on Happy Tree Friends. I'm like, excuse me.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
But also, there was honestly, it just took more of a comical kind of. I mean, I get it that Sonic Colors was trying to make an impact towards kids, though. But at the same time, it was taking more of a comical thing. But here's the thing: the thing is, the one thing I liked about Colors is that Sega and Sonic Team, they listened to their fans. They listened because a lot of people said oh, we want it. After Unleashed came out. They wanted the game to where they mostly, from Unleashed to mostly, they focus on the daytime stages. And then of course, oh, here you go, Sonic Colors.
Yep.
Oh, here you go. You like the daytime stages? You like the boost system? Well, here you go.
Well, here you. Okay. Before we get further, in a technical sense, you could say Sonic 06 was the project of the boosting part, because there was a gem you could buy that basically speeds up Sonic.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
There was.
Yeah,
I already remember that.
I figured I'd call back to that because I didn't want it to leave my mind before anything. But
before we talk about more good stuff about Sonic Colors on Wii, let's talk about some of the bad stuff on let's get negative before we get positive, because I kind of want to leave Sonic Colors with a positive vibe.
Exactly. The thing about Sonic Colors is the levels were very short. It mostly focuses on 2D sections and mostly 3D.
It's 2D sections with platforming. Gee, I love platforming in a Sonic game. You know, the sections where you have to stand still and not go fast.
Oh my god. Gotta go fast, bro.
Yep.
And I mean, while we're being a little bit, I want to talk about the Switch port of Ultimate, Colors Ultimate.
Oh, the graphics, bro. Oh my lord.
Yeah, the graphics, the load time, the first time you load, let me spit some facts. The first time you load the first stage of Sonic Colors Ultimate, it rivals 06's load times.
It kind of does. It does.
I'm not even joking. It really does.
Now loading.
Yeah, and also here's a big thing they did. They got rid of the Eggman firework during the final boss.
They did though.
Yeah, it's not there.
It's not the same anymore. Ultimate definitely was not the same anymore. The game had many problems. So honestly, I personally prefer the original over the Ultimate anytime.
You'll hear it. You'll hear the firework go off, but nothing shows up.
Exactly.
Also, there's this little glitch that's easy to perform. Some people went to a planet, and then as soon as they load a level, they exit the level and go to, say, Planet Wisp, and then load a level there. And then all the textures would be messed up.
Right.
I think, like, specifically, I think it was on the Switch. I think that this bug was discovered and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that was something that blows my mind. And the fact that it's so easy to trigger as well is something bad.
Yeah, it was really something else, though. I can definitely admit to that.
The Tails rescues instead of lives.
The Tails rescue was really weird. That I can totally agree.
Instead of lives is something else.
Yeah.
The day one release of all that was like, a friend who played it, and he had some gripes with it, and then Twitter was just, ooh boy. Now, speaking of which, there was actually a little incident. Someone emulated Sonic Colors, and kind of pretty much faked it to make people think it was the actual ports that looked like there was a whole graphical, whole texture mess. When really it was just
right. That's just what happens when you emulate Switch games. Like there'll definitely be problems sometimes.
It wasn't the Switch. It wasn't the Switch. I'm pretty sure it was like literally just Sonic Colors itself, not even Ultimate, just Sonic Colors.
Exactly. But
like the Wii version or something.
Yeah, the Wii version is definitely the go-to. Even though personally, I also love the DS version as well. No.
We'll definitely talk about DS.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I can say is that it was great. It was really good. But
it felt like Sonic Rush with the top and bottom screen. Like you can play on both of those.
Yeah,
and it's not just like you play on the bottom screen or you play on the top screen.
Yeah, but also
that was cool.
At the same time, as for the positives go, the level design was pretty good. I definitely love. Honestly, the best level of all time will have to be Starlight Carnival.
Yes.
I love Starlight Carnival, Planet Wisp.
Yeah, Starlight Carnival on Ultimate, like the bloom. Oh my god, did it hurt to look at sometimes.
It really did, but also, can we just talk about how beautiful Aquarium Park was? An Asteroid Coaster?
Yeah.
Asteroid Coaster?
You know, I actually like the details they put. Like, if you go underwater, like, the music is affected by
And also, for some reason,
water.
Sonic can swim now?
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that at all. But also, I loved, of course, I also loved the introduction to the Wisp themselves. They really...
Yacker, dude. Yacker.
Yeah, Yacker was a really interesting character, but in terms of gameplay, the Wisp were really interesting gimmicks, like Laser, Rocket, like, as much as I was not really big on...
gimmicks.
They were fun gimmicks, but I kind of went, like, honestly, as much as I like Spike, though, I kind of wish that Sonic actually did have the spin dash. And then, of course,
like you hear the spin dash sound.
Yeah, you can hear it when you get Spike, but also the light speed dash for hover, of course.
Yeah.
But the bosses were really interesting too, though, especially against the Nega Wisp armor.
They replicated. The only thing I didn't like about bosses was that they duplicated, 2 boss fights twice.
Yeah, they did. They replicated 2 boss fights twice in, like, Sweet Mountain. Sweet Mountain, Aquarium Park, and Planet Wisp. Yeah.
And the
Planet Wisp, Tropical Resort, and also
Tropical Resort,
and of course Asteroid Coaster.
Yeah. Asteroid Coaster wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't really that bad.
Liked
it. Was really cool.
It felt like in Starlight Carnival, the boss in that planet, it felt like that's where I got the reference from Squid in Frontiers.
Exactly. Yes.
It like you run on this ribbon road that
welcome to Rainbow Road
behind you. Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty good. But Sonic Colors was a really good game. Yeah, people kind of give it some weird slap to this day because of its 2D sections, but honestly, I never had any problems with Sonic Colors though. Yeah, I can understand the levels are short, but Sonic Colors was just was a pretty good game.
People complained about like pop-in and stuff with like the background, and if you just watch it, you notice. But to be fair, most of the time when you're playing it, it just feels different.
It feels different though.
I don't mind pop-in, because I mean, yeah, it happens in a lot of games and people are annoyed by it, but I mean,
exactly,
it has to be there, otherwise, if it all loads at the same time, you know what kind of problems that's gonna cause with like the system.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your Wii
is gonna catch on fire.
Yep. And speaking of Wii and changing up the formula, you want to know what else, dude? To make this one extremely quick, welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episodes 1 and 2.
Oh baby.
Oh boy, this one's gonna be quick. I'm gonna say I was not the biggest fan of Sonic 4 Episode 1 or 2.
I enjoyed what little time, because I only had the demo because I didn't buy it, and I really didn't. Even if I had the money, I probably wouldn't buy it anyway.
The thing is, the game.
But I enjoyed my time on the demo, and like I think they released it on phones too. I think it's on phones. I think it's free on phone.
It was on phones, iPads, and all that.
And Xbox 360.
I think you can still get it on your phone. I don't know.
I'm looking.
I may be wrong
on my phone.
Okay.
But y'all can continue.
Oh my god! But honestly, the thing about Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 is that the games tried too hard to replicate the classic Genesis game. It tried way too hard. They were so hard, and the games are so short. There was like literally like 4 to 5 levels. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
They basically put modern Sonic into classic games.
All right,
really
hold
did.
on. I just looked it up on Google. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 is free, while the first episode is $5.
Yeah, it's wait, yours is $5. Mine is $2.99 or
Damn.
$3.
But yeah, on Google. Oh, never mind. It says $2.99.
No, I will say this though.
My eyes are playing tricks on me.
The games really trying to replicate too hard on the Genesis era. Like they kind of have like that Lost Labyrinth, but like, dude, it's literally just fucking Labyrinth Zone all over again. Like, oh my god.
Actually, I can actually answer why Episode 2 is free, because people would pay for Episode 1, and then while Episode 2 was coming out, they later decided, oh, we'll just hand out like free codes at like Starbucks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then of course,
and then they just decided, you know what? Let's just put it on the App Store.
Yeah, and not to mention, the people hated it so much that Sega listened to their fans and was like, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and cancel Sonic 4 Episode 3. That's why it got canceled, because everybody hated it. Everyone hated it. There was going to be an Episode 3, but of course, Sega and Sonic team listened to their fans like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. No Episode 3. It's not coming out.
Our fans don't like it, so they're probably not gonna buy it if we have them pay for it. So
exactly.
We're not gonna waste any money on production.
Nope. Go ahead, Prince.
Nope. I say, imagine they did, like, if they we already know they're probably gonna introduce Knuckles in that one, but no
way. I think they were gonna introduce Knuckles in that one though. But honestly, I will say this though: the way how it was done right of having modern Sonic in a classic style game were the advanced titles. They were done right. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Sonic 4. No.
I'm just looking at it too, a bit off topic from Episode 1, but since Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is gonna be quick and it's an iPhone thing, I'm just looking at it, and there's a Sonic in the Olympic Games.
I saw that.
It's $1. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sonic 4.
I'd rather go out to eBay or any place that sells a DS game and just buy the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for DS.
The Olympic Games were definitely good ways to celebrate both Mario and Sonic together. But you know what else is a good celebration?
And the Olympics at the same time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
What's a good way to celebrate?
And speaking of celebrations, guys, we're moving on. Welcome to Sonic Generations. Generations. It's time for Generations.
It's been generations since I've seen you.
Oh dear God, no. I fucking hate you because you said that. But I will say this though, the story in Generations kind of lacked a little bit. The story lacked, but just a bit, yes. But in terms of like gameplay, it was so good for an anniversary title. Like classic Sonic moved perfectly in a 2D formula. But also, we had the return of the boost formula that was showcased in Unleashed. But it was much more fluent and smooth.
And let's not forget the trick button as well.
Oh yes, the trick button was so good.
In fact, for Sonic Colors, you just had to mash like B or A. When in Generations, you can literally flick the stick in any direction and he'll do a trick.
Like flick, which was
really nice.
But Sonic Generations,
which I thought was cooler.
Sonic Generations levels were beautiful, but I love the way how like in classic Sonic stages like Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plants on the Sky Sanctuary, we got to experience them in 3 fucking D. Oh my god, they were so good.
It was so good.
Like all the levels were remixed though. I loved the return.
You want to know what's a bit disappointing though for a stage? In my opinion, I felt like there should have been a reference to Big getting hit by the truck. There should have been a reference. There should have been a reference.
I will say my favorite level in Sonic Generations is Act 2 of City Escape. Oh my god, the way how they implemented the giant truck and running on the walls in the building, like,
dude, that shit scared me.
That shit fucking scared me, bro.
Dude,
wait a minute.
Yo, playing both, like, classic Sonic as well, dude, classic Sonic stage, the first time I played through, the truck fucking scared me, dude. Holy shit.
Bro, when I saw the fucking truck on that wall, I was like, wait a minute, this didn't happen in the original. Why?
What the fuck? And of course,
when I saw the truck on the wall, he's like, yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck? And then of course, Big is like, God, I hope I don't get run over by a truck again. 10 years later. Okay, wait up, I got hit by a truck again. But I will say though, no, let me ask you guys this thing though. So of course, in order to fight the bosses, like the main bosses, like Death Egg Robot, Perfect Chaos, and Egg Dragoon, the only way we had to get it was, how did you guys feel about the missions y'all have to do? The missions.
Oh no! Oh, don't
dude,
make
the missions.
Go
ahead, Prince. Let it out. Let it out.
Before you go, the fucking Vector mission.
Oh my god!
The Vector rhythm stage.
You and me are on the same fucking level. Oh my god, I fucking hate that crocodile now. I hate it.
The rhythm for Vector was just so stupid. It was so fucking stupid.
The amount of times I accidentally boosted, jumped into it when it should have hit, but it didn't.
Dude.
Now
the amount of assetry that happened, the amount of assetry when I played that stage, by the end of it, I was having a fucking mental breakdown. I
had a mental breakdown. I hated it.
Dude, from that moment, I wished I was live streaming it or recording it. Oh my god, you should have seen my mental breakdown.
I think Prince is about to crack, bro. Prince is about to crack.
I was cursing Vector out like there was no goddamn tomorrow.
That was literally me when I was young. I couldn't swear because again I was young and I didn't believe in that shit. But now thinking about it now, I want to let my sailor mouth fly. Motherfucking crocodile! If you don't fucking hit this shit, I swear to
Sonic, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god! But anyway, the rival battles were so good. Like for Metal Sonic, I loved the remaster for Sonic and Shadows fight, like Remaster 2. But I'm gonna say this though, Silver's rival fight was perfect, and I wish they did that in 06.
Dude, no more. Oh my god, when I saw Silver, I nearly lost my marbles.
Silver's fight was good.
I wanted to call him a fucking bitch again. I so wanted to. I was like, no, you're not gonna stun lock me this time.
Which, by the way, speaking of Silver, in Sonic Generations, that's actually Quentin Flynn, aka Axel. Got it memorized.
Oh yeah,
really?
That's Quentin Flynn. Yeah, that's Quentin Flynn. That is Quentin Flynn as Silver, aka Axel from Kingdom Hearts. That's Quentin Flynn.
I thought he sounded familiar.
I know you can win, Sonic. Hey, Sonic, got to memorize?
Sonic, it's me, Silver from 06. Got it
Memorize?
Yo, I could imagine like Silver uses his like telekinesis on Sonic, pulls him close, and he's like,
I can imagine Silver would just grab a box and it would set it on fire, and he's just like, burn, baby.
dude, I want someone to, I wish someone could take this stream and this segment we're doing and animate it. Like, dude. That'd be hilarious. I'd love to see it actually animated, like Silver actually making Kingdom Hearts references.
Kingdom Hearts. Okay, but I'm gonna say this right now. It was a major plot twist to where the Time Eater was literally just both Eggman and classic Eggman at the same time. But I'm gonna say this though, I fucking hated the Time Eater. Oh my god, I fucking hated it. I hated it.
Yeah, no,
I hated that fight.
I hate it.
Okay. Let me kind of just be honest here. Well, one certain thing is I really like how both the Eggmans are just teaming up, but that aside, I can understand where you're coming from. I somewhat liked it. The main gripe I had was at the very end of it. I did not know you had to hold the button down. I thought
Me too. I kept dying to that too. But honestly, the one thing why I don't like it is because when I was boosting, like for both classic and like Supersonic Modern and Supersonic Classic, it's like every time I was boosting, like no matter how fast I was going, like trying to catch up to both Eggman and the Time Eater, I felt like I was going slow and I wasn't even doing enough to like
you weren't going fast.
Exactly. I felt like I was not going fast. And plus, the one big thing, everybody warning me what was going on. Oh, that was like a homing shot. That was. I swear, if I hear that one more time, I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up,
Silver, I fucking swear to God, if you tell me about one more homing shot, I'm gonna choke all of y'all out.
I was like, hey Sonic, what? That was like a homing shot.
You fucking bitch! Son of a bitch! he stops chasing the Time Eater. He's like, you fucking son of a bitch, get over here now!
Come here! And it's like, oh hey Sonic,
come here.
Hey Sonic, you're back. What did you say to me? That looks like a homing shot? I swear, there's going to be a lot of problems.
But this is going to hurt.
But the gameplay for both Sonics was really good.
And I do like that in Generations, all of it is basically a love letter to Sonic fans, like old and new. There's references to all types of stages.
It was a nice reference, especially the music customization.
Yeah, like remixes, even the classic characters.
Being able
like
to play
Blaze,
Supersonic
Blaze
after you beat
Silver,
the game.
Yeah. Being able to just activate Supersonic is also
exactly.
really
But also, the one thing you guys understand, fun fact, the crowd at the end that actually says "Happy Birthday, Sonic," woo! That was actually real life Sonic fans at an event that Sega hosted back in 2011 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Sonic. And Aaron Weber and Izuka-san, they recorded it and said, you know what? We're going to record you guys saying happy birthday to Sonic, and we're going to put it in the game.
That's a nice touch to it. I loved it when I first saw it. I'm like, yo, that was an actual just Sonic fan.
That was
like,
it was a
cheering happy
good love
birthday.
letter. Now, I can say this though, the game is too short. The game is too short.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you right now, the only thing that fucking dragged out that game was goddamn motherfucking Vector. I still fucking hate him.
I do not want to talk about that fucking character now ever again.
But you know what?
I want to drown him. I want to drown him so bad, but I can't because he's a crocodile. So he fucking breathe under the water.
Exactly. No. And speaking of like drowning, I think it's time we're gonna go to a whole new world. But guess what? I'm lost. Because welcome to Sonic Lost World, y'all. We're in Sonic Lost World now. We're gonna toss everything out of the window and just make it seem like, because this game, I will say this though, Sonic Lost World was okay. Sonic Lost World was okay. I'm
gonna tell you right now, the 3DS, dog shit.
I hate the 3DS. The console
3DS
version was okay.
Dog shit compared to the PC and Wii U. The Wii U,
No, I can definitely tell. No, I know Prince here said that he really liked Sonic Lost World, and now I want to know why. I want to know why. Spill it out.
Okay, I feel attacked already.
No, I'm not gonna attack. I'm not gonna attack you.
I'm gonna tell you, Prince.
I know.
I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed my time with Lost World as well.
Okay.
Like I don't have too many big gripes with it. Alright, you go, Prince.
Go ahead, Prince.
Because the thing is, in my opinion, I liked how somewhat kind of like how the gameplay worked for a bit. Like the way you can home in on multiple enemies all at once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
And I know they pretty much removed like the boost feature off of that, but at the same time, I like how the 2D sections and the 3D sections worked out. Not to mention, he had his classic figure 8.
The super peel out.
Yep.
No, wait, I will say, like, the levels did overstay their welcome just a little bit. And it copied a little bit of too much of Mario Galaxy, just a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you something. I want to tell you guys something that's very embarrassing for me. Y'all can make fun of me however you want for it. But
no, we won't.
Y'all remember the Snow World, right?
Yes.
The boss for it, I could not figure out for the life of me how to get it until I realized just by pressing down ZR that I did a spin dash. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I could have just spin dash because I kept trying to jump on the snowman, the fake snowman, and to reveal
Xena.
Yeah,
Xena. No,
yeah.
Now I was gonna say, speaking of Xena, how do you guys feel about the Deadly Six?
They're all right. I love.
Go ahead, Brent. Go ahead. No, go. Yeah.
All right. So.
Go ahead, y'all.
So there's one thing I love. I love the old one. What was his name?
Oh, Master Zim or Zik.
Yeah, Zik. Like anytime he's on like a giant apple and you get him close to a grinder, he just starts having a spastic attack like it's no one's.
Yeah, he's all freaking out. He's just like.
He's gonna be the funniest shit I've ever seen.
So funny.
It was so fucking fun.
God.
But the game, in presentation though, the game looks pretty nice. The game looks nice in terms of presentation. Now I'm gonna say this though. I don't think the Wisp needed to be there. I mean, I understand that they needed to give Sonic power-ups, but I feel like that Sega and Sonic team at the time were running out of ideas just to like give Sonic like some power-ups to use in the game, and there's like, oh, this is just gonna be Sonic's main power-ups from now on.
Let's just give him the Wisp, because nostalgia and all that jazz, and we can't come up with a clever power. Also. On the Wii U, didn't y'all realize that the thing they're using to communicate looks sort of similar to the thing Tails built all the way back?
Yeah, the Miles Electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks pretty similar though. It looks really similar.
Although I do like the fact that when I looked at it, when I played it on my Wii U, I'm like, you know what? This looks kind of like the gamepad. I'm like,
now,
okay.
Can we talk about this for a second? The fact that both Sonic and Eggman had to team up.
Yes. So that's what I was actually gonna get to. So it was pretty much how I felt about the Deadly Six. I thought they were kind of a cool concept.
They were
But what was even cooler to me was that like it got to a point where it was Sonic and Eggman being forced into this corner where they have to stay in the road from the Deadly Six because the Deadly Six.
Because Sonic fucked up.
Yes, Sonic pretty much fucked up.
Not cool, Sonic.
Yep, not cool, Sonic. Sonic fucked up, and then of course it's like, but the way like how Eggman got dark, like in this Frost level, where he's like something about, like he was talking shit to the Zeddy in front of him. He's like, I will burn your world, you stupid scum, and he's like punching the wall, and he was like. Punching like the ice brick wall, and he says, as long I can strangle a Zeddy, my hands are fine. I'm like, Damn!
Oh my god!
Cause that was actually one of my, and to me, that's one of my favorite moments to fucking see Eggman go off. Like, you could tell, like, hey, now, I'm supposed to be the one taking over my world here, not you sons of bitches.
Not you.
If you
You guys are you guys better not lay a single finger on Earth. You hear me? That's my planet to take
That's
over.
my planet to take over. Basically,
Sonic
it
is, you can't destroy Sonic because I have to destroy Sonic.
Oh my god, it was just something else. But honestly, the final fight against Eggman was pretty good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was okay as well, but I liked it.
I did love my time
with Lost World.
Lost World. Everything I played.
The story for Lost World was kind of there. It was kind of there.
I mean, I remember the fact that Tails saved Sonic from a trap.
Oh, and the fact that he actually had robot armor that he built, like, holy crap, bro.
I love the fact that they did a whole Sonic Colors again, where it sets up like, oh, you're gonna have to fight Tails, and then just Tails turns on the enemy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
just like how in Colors when Eggman mind controlled Tails until he ran out of juice.
Ran out of juice.
and then that's how I basically felt. It was like to a point when we got to that team up of Sonic, Tails, and Eggman, as well as Cubot and Orbot. It felt like, to me, it was a little bit heartfelt that, like, to Tails, it really did seem that Sonic was just like putting all of his faith in Eggman, and he did not trust his little buddy.
That was so sad. That was really sad, bro.
It was. Although I kind of chuckled a bit when after Tails rescued Sonic, and then when they opened the trap, like Tails was doing the draw me like one of your French girls pose. I was like laughing.
Oh my god!
I chuckled to myself because he's laying down like that. Well, he's doing like the pose Sonic does when he lays down and he kind of like taps his finger and stuff.
Yeah, it was funny.
I just thought of it at first was like, draw me like one of your French girls, and he started like tapping. I'm like, oh, it's just it's a reference to Sonic, what he does.
Oh
when
yeah.
You just sit there. That's actually pretty cool that they referenced that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like I say, that's just basically it. It was just really, really to me, it felt like Sonic just wanted Tails and Eggman to work together to just save the world.
It was like, just shut up and just let us work, please. That's literally what it was.
Yeah, right, but I can understand that, like, you know, Tails is still young, so he doesn't really, he doesn't think too much.
He still somewhat just sees Sonic as the big brother, and we all know how little brothers, they try to impress their bigger brother just to you know have attention and whatnot.
Exactly. And
why do you think some kids when they make an advancement in a game, they'll just try to get their older brother's attention or older sister and show them what they did.
Exactly. But speaking of older brothers, you know what else is gonna get my attention in terms of advancement? We're going back to our classic ways. Because, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sonic Mania. We're in Mania territory now. Best 2D Sonic game ever. I'm glad that Christian Whitehead had a major involvement with this game.
I mean, to be fair, they did majorly improve the old Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and somewhat also CD when they worked on it for like tablets and phones. Mm-hmm. And then to see them working on an actual just main Sonic game for consoles. Exactly. And it's a brand new 2D Sonic game. Like, everyone had their faith in Christian Whitehead, and he
delivered. And honestly, I actually was one of those people at the San Diego party for the 20th anniversary who got to see the trailer live in person. I was there, and that reaction crowd. I was there.
You were probably going off.
I was screaming.
When I saw Christian Whitehead, I'm like, oh, this is looking a bit promising for this new game. And then they showed it was 2D. I'm like, oh yeah, they definitely got the right people.
I will say the level design was perfect. The way how they made, like, they added changes to Green Hill Zone, like a bit of a weird underground, and having a Death Frag robot at the end of Act 2.
Yep.
That was pretty cool, but also...
Like, a Death Egg robot to show up early?
Exactly, but also, I loved all the levels in the game, like Chemical Plant Zone changes. My favorite that we're actually listening to right now, Press Garden Zone Act 2. I loved all the stages, especially the final level, Titanic Monarch.
Ooh,
that level goes hard, dude.
It does. I like the bosses as well.
Oh, the hard-boiled heavies.
Yep.
But also,
as well as like the final boss and Supersonic when you get that.
If you get all the emeralds, that is. But also, the special stages were gorgeous. They reference like
they were so beautiful.
They were so gorgeous. It looked so good. They were so gorgeous though. But also, what I was gonna say, I liked how you can actually play up to 5 characters now, because I'm glad they brought back Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel.
I was just about to say that. Like, what do you guys think when they added the DLC? What was it like? Oh yeah, Sonic Mania Plus.
I think I should say this.
Go ahead, Prince.
Alright, go ahead.
Since we're looking at this from this standpoint, did part of Mania actually come after Generations? Now that I think about it, because it looks like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles look all just chill with each other, and if you judge by the trailer too, they were really just cooperating with each other.
That's a really good question to think about. That's really interesting.
And that's why. Okay, wait. This had to take after Generations, because there's no way that Knuckles would just be casually chilling with Sonic and Tails at this time being. And this wouldn't just be like this wouldn't be like a remake or a remaster. This was like a continuation after he went back. After he went back.
Exactly, though. But
maybe so. I mean, maybe.
I mean, honestly, I loved most of the gameplay for each of the characters. Like Sonic had the drop dash, Tails could fly like his original Genesis days, Knuckles can glide and wall climb. Mighty was a little bit infinite on landing on spikes.
Was like
and then Ray Ray had that weird glide that was similar to Mario's Cave from Mario World.
Let me just say, Ray. Let me just say, Squirrel Mario.
Squirrel Mario, yeah, literally Squirrel Mario, but mixed with the
Mario.
But mixed with
That's why I'm saying
infinite.
I was like, Squirrel Mario, you can go on forever.
But the music was so good, like especially like levels like Studiopolis, like lights, camera, action. So damn good. I love. Honestly, my second favorite zone in the entire game. But also, I really liked Mirage Saloon Zone. Mirage Saloon, especially the theme that plays for Knuckles. Like, here's the thing. Every time I listen to Mirage Saloon Act 1 for Knuckles, like, it's all Western, it kind of makes me go back to back like on Sonic OVA, when Knuckles used to have that fancy cowboy hat. I can just imagine, it just makes me think of that all over again. Like, Knuckles just has that fancy cowboy hat, and he's just wandering the desert and probably doing what he loves best, going treasure hunting.
I will never.
And I'm gonna say this right now.
Oh yeah, like
Sega needs to bring back Cowboy Knuckles. I need my Cowboy Knuckles.
I need him with the hat, dude. I need him with the hat.
Cowboy Knuckles. Cowboy Knuckles. I need Cowboy Knuckles. But Mania is definitely the go. Mania is just excellent.
Mania was a fantastic way to celebrate an anniversary, dude.
It was definitely was.
Really was.
It was a really excellent anniversary title.
And you know what? I'm kind of glad I waited till they released Sonic Mania on retail on the Switch, which did come included with Sonic Mania Plus. And it was great. I'm glad I waited to get all of that.
Yeah. Oh, I totally feel you. But Sonic Mania, definitely one of the greatest Sonic games of all time. Honestly, Sega, Sonic Team, Christian Whitehead, they definitely delivered very well with this game. Let's definitely agree with that, y'all. Mania is great.
Yes.
Mania is great.
Mania is great.
And now we're going to get on to the bad one that a lot of people were disappointed with on the same year that game came out. But welcome to Sonic Forces.
Which, mind you, I was going to get to this point the moment you mentioned it. Yeah, the DLC where we introduced Mighty and Raid Sonic Mania Plus, that story came right after Forces.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
It did.
And boy, am I glad that they brought more content when they realized that Forces was kind of, you know. It was kind of meh. So they're like, let's add content to Mania.
The story for Sonic Forces, I mean, and no pun intended, the story, I don't know why, in my opinion, I feel like it was kind of forced.
Forced?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but
dude, Tails was such a scaredy cat in that.
Okay,
in the story,
go ahead, Prince.
I'm about to say, I think I know exactly what the word you're looking for. It let me put it this way. It came out very bland. Very bland. Let me go ahead and just get this out the way, okay? I actually did stream this too. It wasn't on Twitch. It was on YouTube. I think it's still there. But I played Sonic Forces. I thought it was alright. Thinking back at that now, with like not including all the Shadow DLC and everything, it was very bland.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. But like,
it felt like a fan fiction.
The gameplay was weird, like especially for Modern Sonic. Like Modern Sonic had this weird turning, especially when he was boosting. It was completely out of line.
Yeah.
Classic Sonic did not need to be there.
Basic, yep.
He didn't need to be there.
It was forced. Dude, it was basically
like, honestly, you can see like how
nostalgia.
You can definitely see like how classic honestly you can tell that Classic Sonic just wanted to go back in Mania. But I really loved the custom avatar. The custom avatar was very cool.
That's the only thing I can let slide is the created character. I would just look at the created character screen for a while and be like, damn, how do I create this?
The custom avatar.
Dude, let me say also the character creator, like depending on what species you gave it, you had like a special ability. Like if you were
you got special abilities.
if you if you had a hedgehog, if you died, you'd spawn with like a couple of rings.
Oh really? I did not know that it was depending on the species though.
Yeah.
If you picked the bird species, you can double jump.
So originality, I wasn't very creative 5 years ago, but I made my character the wolf, like in the actual.
I forgot what the wolf has.
I got you, Jaws, and compared.
Okay.
The ring automatically just came to you. Like when you're in the general vicinity, the rings just automatically come to you. You don't have to like walk.
Oh, okay. So the rings just come straight to you then.
Yeah, and now I will say though the levels in Sonic Forces were too short, and let me tell you guys why. I could be wrong on this, but do you want to know how many level designers actually worked on Sonic Forces?
How many?
More than 20.
Only 3.
Oh,
3.
God.
Only 3.
Oh my.
There was only 3.
Yikes.
Now, I will say this though. They tried so hard to replicate the stuff that was used in both Unleashed, Colors, and Generations. Because at the time, this game if I could be wrong on this one too. But at the time, this game also did not run on the Hedgehog engine, just like what it did with Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
They didn't run on and honestly, I love the Hedgehog engine. I loved it. But the level design was just completely short. Infinite was just
was meh.
He literally had all the I don't know what's what I'm looking for. No, potential. There you go. He had all the potential to be a great villain, or hell, well, not even anti-hero. Never mind. He could have been a great villain, but instead he pretty much got washed away. As simple as that.
He got washed away all because he got beat up by Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was his backstory. He literally got beat by Shadow, and then he's like, I am not weak.
I am not weak.
I'm like, dude, are you fucking being a crybaby right now? What?
Because you just got your ass destroyed by the Ultimate Life Form. Speaking of which, the customization for the character for the avatar was cool, especially the ones you got with the code, like dressing up as Joker from Persona 5 or B.
Oh yeah, I did that. You know I did that. It's actually free DLC on Steam as well, like some of the codes and stuff.
And honestly, just the backstory for Infinite was just lame. It was stupid.
It was, and let me follow up on this, J-Ray. The comics somewhat kind of made it just a bit worse.
How do you wait? You go ahead, Prince. Yeah, no, because you were talking.
I was about to say, the thing is, freaking Infinite is just this jackal with a bunch of other, I guess, jackals, since his squad is really named the Jackal Squad, who's just a whole bunch of mercenaries. Eggman hires them to like, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to do something. And
honestly, the Phantom Ruby implication just felt so forced.
Yeah,
it
really
really
felt forced. They tried too hard to replicate Mania because of the Phantom Ruby.
Yep.
Tried way too hard.
Let's be maybe a little positive, depending on what y'all's answers are. Infinite's theme.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely good, but also
I like it, but the fact that what the character is.
What the character is no. Just.
But I mean, hey, we can still just enjoy the theme.
Yeah,
we can just enjoy it.
It was good. But
we
but
can
speaking of which, I love. Speaking of which,
character.
episode Shadow should have been much longer. I mean, I'm glad they brought back. I'm glad they brought back some of the musical references, like Adventure 2 and like Adventure 2 and oh dear God, what was it? Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Let me tell you, the disappointment when I finished the 3rd stage, the disappointment on my face was immeasurable. The fact that when I realized Project Shadow was just 3 stages, I'm like, are you serious?
So I'm like, y'all could have made that at least like 10 stages. I would have been fine if it was short, just 10 stages, but 3 stages.
But
and
3?
Short. It's even worse because there's some cut content from it too. Like there's actually like sections where Rouge speaks, but it's just an illusion of her that was made up by Infinite, and it was just like, y'all.
No, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though, because of forces. I'm gonna say this though. Kirk Fordon, aka the voice of Shadow, he really improved a lot on his Shadow voice. It was improved.
He
did.
It was improved. And honestly, I give a lot of respect to Kirk Fordon being the current voice of Shadow. He's improving. He's improved a lot. Mm-hmm. He's really improved.
Also, y'all want to talk about the shortest stage in Sonic Forces? How about we talk about the Red Bridge, the fight against Metal Sonic?
Oh my God!
Even more disappointing.
The bosses were disappointing, but also the fact that like we didn't get a chance to fight Chaos. Like, why is he even there? Why is he there? We didn't get a chance to fight him.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I think it's either fan made, but there are people that have actually modded a classic Sonic fight against Chaos. I don't know if it's fan made or if it like got scrapped or something. I believe it's fan made.
No, I have a feeling it's scrapped, because the thing is, what modders do is that they take some of the content that was cut from these games and implement it into the game. So therefore, now here's the thing: with some of the code, they can rewrite how the games work, but at the same time, they can still use that cut code and put it into the game. So to a point, it's like, it may look fan made, but it's actually like, this thing was supposed to be in here, they just decided not to go with it. So that's modded into how the game is supposed to be.
Also,
fan made.
Also, can we talk about how much help Tails was in this story?
Tails
was, oh my God, they did my boy dirty.
They did. Tails was just a crybaby, a coward. It was so many problems with him.
They made him such a coward.
There were so many problems with Tails. I was like, why? But also, even though episode Shadow was very short, I loved how they brought back Team Dark together. It was so good to see them together.
I'll tell you. I don't know how much you have rescued Tails and Frontiers, Kokiri.
Oh, I beat in the game before. It's just been a long time.
No, in Frontiers.
No, Frontiers.
Like how much you've saved Tails. He's improved. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
John, I know specifically what you're talking about.
He is definitely improved. And speaking of Frontiers, we're gonna come to our final game for this debate, but the new one, and this is gonna be a non-spoiler discussion. But welcome to the new recent Sonic Frontiers.
But yeah, that's all I want to say. That so far, I'm sure as you've seen, Tails has definitely improved from Frontiers.
I'm gonna say this. This was one of the greatest Sonic games that we've had in a long time. Honestly,
this was a win for
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna jump into spoilers.
Spoiler
I haven't finished the game. Yeah, this is gonna be a spoiler free. So no so you guys don't have to worry about spoilers.
Me and Prince may have beaten it, but we're not gonna spoil you guys in case either you haven't seen anyone beat it, or like say you're watching with Kokiri react to it.
Oh yeah, of course. Which of course I will be playing more this Friday.
And Saturday, I believe. As your schedule said.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to finish it for sure on Twitch. I will try to finish it.
Can't wait.
But honestly, in terms of having Ian Flynn on board of having the story being IDW, like the comics, because he worked on the comics though, it was really, really good though. It was really good.
Like legit, as I said when I first played Frontiers, and then I rated you, Kokiri. Like as I said, it felt like in the story I was reading like a comic strip, but it was like actually a video game.
And honestly, I felt like that too.
To be fair, I did kind of dream of that being a reality. Like the IDW comics, instead of watching it or like reading it, you play it. As
you actually get to play it though.
That's kind of cool.
That was really good. That was really, really good. I will say this though, in terms of gameplay, Sonic Frontiers definitely works perfectly. The music goes really, really fucking hard. It goes good.
The references. Oh my god.
The references, and I'm gonna say this though, the references made me love the Sonic games I grew up playing, especially during my times in when I first started college. It made me relive the memories. I won't say what games due to spoilers, but they made me relive the games I loved playing.
But I'll tell you what, anytime a character referenced something or said like a name of a character, like from a previous game like that we talked about in this stream, I like had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Bro.
I did too. I like that analogy. I love that analogy. That was a good one. That's a good analogy, Jaws.
Yes.
But I agree. I definitely agree.
I'm sure that's what we all had when like they said something that was a reference.
Now, I will say this though. Like Sonic Frontiers, this definitely was a great step up in the right direction for 3D Sonic though. So here's to hoping that Sega and Sonic Team can go further into this gameplay and improve it and go even further and beyond.
Like even if to be honest, even if Sega does go back to like 2D, I hope they pull like a Mania where they improve on the 2D stuff and whatnot. And even if they don't take the full 3D open world like they did with Frontiers, I really hope they learn instead of taking like steps back and whatnot.
Yeah.
With gameplay and what.
The thing is, after I had finished Frontiers, all I'm gonna say is it did make me cry a bit. I will admit that.
Oh yeah, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait to finish it pretty soon, but
you're going.
Yeah, can't wait to see a reaction.
Of course, I can't say much more about it because I need to finish the game though. But honestly, I love it though. I really am loving it so far. While it's not, I mean, I know it's in the past. It was starting to be probably become my favorite though. Like honestly, like because of the references. I don't even know if I can say it's becoming my favorite or it's just one of them, But it's definitely up there.
After completing it, it's definitely on like one of my favorites list for Sonic games.
It is,
and
sure.
the OST slaps. The stages are unique, and I don't know how to say it. Like they're bangers. Almost all of them.
No,
they're really nice, especially one specific song, which I'm not gonna say the name, but it lives rent free in my head, just like I'm sure it lives in Prince's head.
My god.
Here's the thing. It's not a technical spoiler because the Sonic the Hedgehog channel did release it on their channel, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just in case anyone hasn't known or whatever.
But honestly, if y'all have not tried Sonic Frontiers, go play it. It's super fun.
And another thing about this game, in my opinion, I like how after finishing it, I think I like how this direction is gonna go. And for those who are finished with it, like me and Jaws, you're going to see what I mean by that because everything down to its very minute detail about the references, you're going to see what I mean by that.
Oh,
if
yes,
if you are a Sonic fan, you are probably gonna like most of the references.
Yeah, even if you're not a Sonic fan, at least give it a try. If you want to try a good chill platformer, like definitely give it a try.
It's definitely a good way to start Sonic games, even if you don't get the references.
Exactly. Yeah, just give it a shot.
If you're coming back like from Forces with a bad taste in your mouth, definitely give this game. This
will wash Forces away from your mouth. It'll wash it away.
It's literally like tap water.
It'll
just
clean
give
it out, though.
Like literally like take a sip of it. If you don't like it, well, you know, don't complain about it.
Oh yeah.
You know, you only played like a couple minutes or so.
Exactly, no, but like I said,
we're gonna go
ahead and move on so that I can't say any much. But anyway, that was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Now, real quick, so that way people can get to know us more. Let's go ahead and go around the room and say what is our favorite Sonic title, real quick, before we go. So we'll start with Prince first, and then I'll go last. Go ahead, Prince.
At first it was Unleashed, now it's Frontiers. There's a lot of reasons. There's a whole bunch of reasons. I'm not gonna say because it's spoilers.
Sonic Frontiers, nice.
Yep.
Jaws.
I'm gonna say a lot of these games were my favorite, but definitely Frontiers as of right now, because well, it's the brand new Sonic game that, you know, as we said, the OST slaps. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
The stages, the stage references are amazing.
Yes.
The story as well. In my opinion, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, I can definitely agree. Now, for me, in the past, long before this game came out, I said that my favorite title was Sonic Unleashed. But after playing Frontiers, and still currently am, and getting the chance to play the DLC Sonic Adventure 2 shoes, I would have to say, honestly, I really miss playing the adventure titles, so I have to go to my personal and real favorite Sonic game, which is actually Sonic Adventure 2. Adventure 2 is just great. Adventure 2 is just great. It's just perfect.
Also, just something for Frontiers. Ooh, Froggy.
That's all good. Okay.
If you know, you know.
Okay. Favorite. All right. So for the three of us, what is our favorite Sonic soundtrack? Soundtrack. Prince.
Okay. So, it's literally in between Unleashed, Black. It's between Unleashed, SA2, SA1, Black Knight, and Frontiers.
Ooh.
Yep.
Nice. Jaws.
Whoa. These soundtracks are all they've been a bop ever since like the first Sonic game came out. Like the genre or the music for when the game came out definitely, you know, steps up as the games go on. Right. But it definitely goes between Black Knight, Frontiers, Sonic Colors, and Unleashed.
Okay.
Jaws and I are literally on the same.
For me, I would have to say, personally, my all-time favorite is obviously Adventure 2, because I had so many memories of listening to Adventure 2. And there were times that even when I worked out of the gym, I listened to Adventure 2 music. That is a fact. But I do love others like Adventure 1, Unleashed, Mania, Colors, Black Knight, and Frontiers. I definitely do love the music for those.
And to be fair, even though I say those three titles, I love all the music that I just casually listen to.
Oh,
like any Sonic game I feel like listening to, I'll just like put on like a playlist.
Oh yeah,
of songs
of course,
from that game.
Right. And all right, y'all. So on three, we're gonna say our favorite Crush 40 song of all time. On three, ready? 1, 2, 3. Live and learn.
Live and learn.
Yeah! Yeah! I'm glad we have all good taste. We have good taste, baby.
I was like, I have a feeling so full of
Live and learn. We're hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Yep. We're living and learning, boys.
Hey, listen, I mean, but listen, you just gotta open your heart a little bit. But that's how you live and learn.
True. God damn it.
Dude, Prince, I remember from Light there was a stream. Yo, we're about to live and learn our fucking lesson.
I was waiting to say that. I was waiting.
Okay, and then...
But we're about to live and learn your fucking lesson.
Oh my god. Okay, now, this is gonna be our final question for everybody to get to know us. Our final question. Final one. Let's hit this out of the ballpark. So, we're gonna go around the room. You're gonna tell us who your favorite Sonic character is and why. So we'll start with Prince first. Prince, your favorite Sonic character and why?
All right, so some people know this that I'm a sucker. Like, the thing is, I like Sonic.
Sonic's the name. Speed's my game.
For main protagonist, but the second reason why is that I like how, like, most of us know that he's canonically a teenager. And the thing is, he's just this carefree spirit who just loves to like run around, hang out with his friends and such. He loves to do all of that. And in my honest opinion, I like doing that kind of things. I like hanging out with my friends, talking with them, playing games, all that type of jazz. That's just how I sort of am as a person too. Mm-hmm. I have my struggles here and there, but talking with the people I care about, it helps me out a lot. So
that's touching. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Jaws.
I would love to say Sonic, because he's just, you know, the cool dude you'd like to hang around with, and you know, he's way past cool. And there's also a part of me that would like to say Tails, but Tails does remind me a lot like one of my IRL friends that loves like machines like trains. That's his most favorite machine.
I totally get that.
To look at. But I'm gonna have to go.
Yes.
With Big the Cat.
Froggy?
Oh my.
Are you serious, or is this a fucking?
Yes. Yes, I'm fucking serious.
Something's not right.
Fish.
Let me get this straight. So, if somebody were to go up to ask you who's your favorite Sonic character, you would say Big.
Yes. Why?
Wow.
I love fishing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I mean, part of me is telling me this. Part of me is telling me is that this is just a fucking joke. This is a fucking joke, isn't it? This is a joke. This is a joke.
Not.
I like to think.
Jaws, I'm going to grab a pillow. I'm going to grab a goddamn pillow. If you're not telling me the truth, I'm going to grab a fucking pillow.
I am though.
Jaws, if you come to reconnect and you see Kokiri, get ready to run.
You better start running. You better start running now, boy. You better start running now, boy. Because I'm coming with that pillow.
I can't save you from him. You're on your own, G.
You're dead. You're fucking dead. Okay.
I have sealed my fate.
You sealed your fate. So Prince says his favorite character is Sonic. Jaws says his fucking Big the Cat. I swear, I know this is a fucking joke. Even though he says it's not. Even though he says it's not. Now, for me, oh my god, honestly, this one kind of goes back and forth with me all the time. This goes back and forth with me all the time between two characters. Definitely between. It's honestly hard since I go back between these two, but it's probably either Sonic or Shadow, because I'm just a sucker for both of those hedgehogs. You know, one of them, because of how they were in Adventure 2, but I just really love their personality. Like, just the fact that you have a like Prince said, like, you have a carefree, spirited character like Sonic, who's just there and mostly cares about his friends, and then you have a hedgehog like Shadow, who's just a total badass and definitely has one of the most amazing character developments out of most of the entire cast. It's just so good. Honestly, it's a tie for free. I always go back and forth between Sonic and Shadow every time. I can't even make up my mind. But I will have an answer one day, though. I will have an answer one day. I will. But anyway, guys,
Hey,
thanks for watching. Big shout out to Jaws and Prince and Mr. Wine who left earlier for hanging out with us.
Hey, Kokiri.
What's up?
You better get that pillow ready, because I was joking.
Oh my
god. Okay, alright, give us your real answer. Who is it?
I'm gonna have to go Silver.
It's no use!
Silver! Silver, really? Okay, there's nothing nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Silver definitely didn't start out pretty good. But
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. So Silver's your favorite character, huh?
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? That is actually Ostafia's favorite Sonic character.
Really?
So you and Ostafia have the same favorite character. Honestly,
so
honestly ask him. He'll tell you. He's even told me in person.
So are you still gonna have that pillow at Reconnect?
I'll think about it this time. I'll think about it. But like I said, for me, it's my favorite Sonic character. It's definitely a strong tie between Sonic and Shadow. I go back and forth with them every time because I just love them both, dude. I love them both equally, but it's hard. It's just hard to pick
cool
one.
And badass, dude.
It's just hard to pick one, though. But anyway, this is all the time that we have. Thank you guys so much for watching. We want to say that we really love and appreciate you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for watching the stream.
thanks for watching the stream and the YouTube video, if that is there.
Of course.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and follow Lauren Kokiri on Twitch.
But also, also in the description down below, I will also drop a link to both of y'all's guys' Twitch channel, so that way everybody can go follow y'all. Can follow you both on Twitch. Okay,
nice.
so alright. So let me go. But honestly, this was a fun time. I had a really great time, you guys.
This is actually the first time I've had been on a talk show, live stream. That's pretty fun.
Same, pretty much same.
Yes, of course. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night. We love y'all and appreciate y'all. Have a good night,
everyone.
and take care.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.